All right, welcome everybody. We're here in 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, contact Minneapolis Center on 125.55.
Descending into Green Bay, Wisconsin, in what has been a very routine flight until we began our approach. I checked the ATIS at Green Bay, and the weather had changed since we did our setup. The winds are allegedly out of the northeast. So I did what I generally don't like to do. I went into the procedures page and selected the approach, ILS 6 approach. Transition should say FAMUS, but it's a little, it's still a little goofy. And if I activate nav here, it wants to turn around. You see how the course wants to turn us around back to the most recent waypoint. So what I'm doing is flying with the HDG button or knob and just tracking the line myself instead of using nav to do it. So anyway, it's why I hate to change my arrival plans if I don't have to, but that's what's going on. FAMUS, just checking something here. FAMUS is, where is FAMUS? Search me. FAMUS is the waypoint I was told I wanted to do. But anyway, the weather's okay. A little different than real life. The weather in real life is described as 72 degrees and sunny. Not exactly 72 degrees, or not exactly sunny. The forecast did show clouds coming in a little bit later. It's 5:52 here, Wisconsin time. So we're just going to handle this as best we can. Slow to 210. Continue making that right turn that this shows we're supposed to make. So basically I'm not hand flying it, I'm just using the HDG knob to make this turn instead of trying to rely on the nav feature. We are receiving ILS data. I had to input the ILS frequency, which was 109.5. Original plan had been to land on the RNAV, so runway 24, so this is the opposite direction. I did try to select another approach, but that didn't work. I mean, I was able to select ILS runway 6, but then it just, when I clicked request it, it stopped talking to me. We're going to level out. Actually, we'll continue very shallow descent. Okay, let's make our right turn. God knows what the weather's really going to be like. Search me. I don't know why they want me to descend at 2,500 feet when, I mean, they still think I'm landing at 2.4 because they won't let me request another approach. There's our runway though, and our ILS information's telling us that we're low. So I'm going to keep this turn. I'm basically going to fly base leg. And we're going to, I hate to say it, but we're going to land without permission. Put a little air show on for our friends here in Green Bay. We'll make that left turn. There's the airport, right there. Switch this to nav 1, bearing 1, nav 1, and we do show at 12.4 nautical miles out. We have our hands full here. I wish I could cancel IFR. Let's do that.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey would like to cancel IFR.
This is going to take 30 to 60 seconds while it cycles through all the crap. We'll do a notch of flaps.
Green Bay approach Cessna November 34 Bravo Whiskey is type Cessna C 708 miles east of Whiskey Tree 4. Request flight following.
Continue slowing.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey Green Bay approach.
Now we'll activate nav. And this should get us onto the glide path, or the glide slope, I should say.
Bravo Whiskey.
Got our hands full here on this one, friends. Landing lights.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey radar contact 9 miles east of Whiskey Tree 4 3,500 feet.
Let's go outside, put down the gear.
Decimal 71.
Another notch of flaps.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey. Green Bay approach Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey Green Bay approach. Clear through the Charlie airspace.
We'll slow down to our approach speed.
Clear through Charlie airspace.
Full flaps.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
And we'll try to get to our nearest airport. Or it did it automatically.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey is 9 miles west with Gulf to land.
Full flaps, landing lights, depressurize.
Whiskey Green Bay Tower. Make left downwind runway 24. Altimeter 29 wind 144.
After all that, they still want me to land on 2-4. But ATIS said that the...
Enter left traffic runway 24 Cessna
Alright,
Tree
let's
Bravo Whiskey.
switch back to HTG mode, sync it. We're going to have our hands full, just bear with me. Left downwind, okay? You following all this? Let's set altitude is at 2,500. We're still descending, resuming our descent here at 200 feet per minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to... I'll show you. We're going to not do the ILS 6 approach, even though the winds on the ATIS dictated that that should be what we do. We're going to keep going, make us left turn, fly the left downwind, turn left base, and then land on 2-4. Wish us luck. There's the runway we were just planning on landing on. Airspeed's a little low. Let's go and bring our gear up.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
And our airspeed up. Now we'll make that left turn as we fly the downwind. We know the downwind heading is going to be 060 or thereabouts. Approach course to 2-4 is 242, so it's 062. This will put us parallel. I'm going to fly just to the south of the runway. We'll see what the winds are when we land on 2-4. Based on the winds aloft, right now, you can show 23 knots out of the south. So I guess that does mean 2-4 would be the better approach. Better runway. Let's give ourselves a little more room here. Turn right 10 degrees. Switch off. Don't need ILS anymore. Okay, now we're going to pass, as I said, just south of the airport. Give ourselves another 10 degrees, just so when we make the big left U-turn, we'll have some maneuvering room. There's Lake Michigan. There's Green Bay, actually. There's the airport. That's where we should have been touching down. Airport looks good. Here's where we, in theory, be touching down in about 4 minutes. Okay, now we'll resume our original landing configuration.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey cleared to land runway 24. Wind 144 at 20.
144, and they want me to land at runway 24.
Cleared to land runway 24 Cessna Tree.
Oh,
Bravo
God.
Whiskey.
Come on. Get off of FMS. All right. Cleared to land. Oh, look, there's the stadium. Okay, gear. Notch of flaps. Level at 2,500. Airport elevation is 695, so effectively 1,800 feet. Let's hand fly it. What do you say? You want to hand fly it? Full flaps.
Autopilot.
Turn off the auto throttle. Or climbing. Whoops. Easy, easy. Trim it. Holy mackerel. Okay, that's better. Where's that runway? Gimme, gimme. Use that left rudder. Ooh. There it is. Perfect. Okay, good. Oh, you know what? Fucking auto throttle's still engaged. Disconnect. Oh, Jesus. Don't do this to me. Auto throttle. Oh, nuts. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm gonna declare an emergency here. Set 2,000. Re-engage the autopilot while we troubleshoot this. Okay, what's wrong? Why can't I disengage the auto throttle? I had this happen before. Let's bring our gear up.
Landing gear.
I had this happen in Kuala Lumpur. Declare missed approach. Okay, maybe it'll do it for me. I don't know. We're perfectly lined up. There's the good news. I just can't disconnect the auto throttle. Okay, let's try. Let's just stay calm here. What? Oh, God, I wish I could pull up my video from when this happened before. Auto throttle key. Flight sim. Shift R. That work? Yes, that worked. Okay. Holy mackerel. Okay, so let's try that again. Just basically going to do that exact thing we just did. I don't know what happened. Why are we? I have altitude set at 2,500, and we're at 2,500. No, I have altitude set at 2,000. What in the world is going on? It's all goofy. Alright, so we're going to turn south, and then west again.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
See if it works this time.
Landing gear.
Yeah, it works. I don't know how the button stopped working. Okay, turn back to 062. We'll try this approach again. Do 072 first. Well, I never expected to get a full tour of Green Bay. There's the airport. This turned out to be more dramatic than I would have liked. Yeah, if you ever find yourself in that situation, now we'll turn to 062, where your auto throttle, you're clicking it. You saw what I was doing. I was clicking right on it, on the AT, and it wasn't responding. Shift R resets it. So I'm glad we figured that out. Okay, we're base, almost a beam. And we're we're going to try that again. Airspeed. Why are you dropping at 135? Oh no, we're going to stall. Oh my god. Okay. Jeez. Holy mackerel, this thing's had everything. Stop when we land. I'm going to the nearest bar. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, look at the bright side. You'll get another tour of Green Bay. We're supposed to land at 6 p.m. We're now 6 minutes late. There's the stadium again. All right. My goodness gracious. Zoom in here on our MFD as we prepare to land again. And this might sound or seem familiar, but we'll do.
Tower, generic November 7000 runway 24 ready for takeoff IFR to Springfield.
Generic November 7000 hold short runway 24. Traffic is set to C700 on final.
I'm not really on final, dude. But okay. Full flaps. And we will.
Hold short runway 24 generic 000 Zulu.
Try to do that auto throttle again. There we go. And disconnect the autopilot. We'll hand fly it, alright? Here we go. Keep an eye on that altitude. And the airspeed. Oof. Trying to use that rudder to help our nice coordinated turn. Trim. Hand flying this, okay? So there it is. Perfect. And I see red and whites. Just got to slow us down a bit. Trim. Man, just fighting me all the way. Gears down, full flaps, landing lights are on. Airspeed's good, 146. Well, it just leaves a lot to be desired in terms of being able to change your landing intentions mid-flight using the FMS. I guess it's on me though. I didn't really need to change. My original plan was to land on 2-4. Look at the stadium there on the left. That's bitchin'. Airspeed's good, 140. Got red and white on the Vasi.
1 mile final runway 24.
That call out here, 500. Just a second.
500.
500.
Okay, we're lined up nice. Winds are 13 knots coming from the south-southeast, so just straight at us from the left. So you're gonna have to watch out for. That's right at the envelope of this aircraft, which is 15 knot. Red and white. Definitely feeling the wind. Oof. Felt that. All right, well, we made it in one piece. despite the best efforts of the sim. I'll roll out here. I'm waiting for my airport diagram to come up on my ForeFlight app, damn it.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey exit runway when able.
I'm working on it.
Approaching runway 18, 36.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey contact ground on 121.9er. Generic November 7000 Zulu cleared for takeoff runway 24.
Hope I didn't keep that guy waiting too long. To my fellow simmer.
Going
Sorry,
to
dude.
121.9
Enjoy
Cessna
Springfield.
3 Bravo Whiskey.
Alright, let's go outside. Well, it was kind of a dumpster fire.
Cleared for takeoff runway 24 generic November 7000 Zulu.
But hey, we're in Green Bay. And we're in one piece. Flaps are retracted. Alright. Let's go back up front. Deal with stop our timer. Took off from Abilene, Texas 2 hours 23 minutes ago. And landing lights, taxi lights on, pulse is off. Okay, I'm exhausted. At least there's no long taxi today. I don't know where that plane is that was waiting on us. Okay. Gotta remember to keep that nose gear on the center line, right? There's our parking right over there. There. Well, you know, you're left with the Hobson's choice, right? Do you change your landing runway and deal with all the consequences associated with that? Or do you just stick with it, winds be damned? I mean, that's basically the dilemma. Come on, turn, baby. There you go. There's a fire truck.
Generic 00 Zulu contact Green Bay departure on 126.55.
Yeah, you better hurry. Hey, I'm glad the fire truck's not coming for us. Damn, we're low on fuel, too. Down to 14%. Okay. Let's park. Wrap this flight up. And on the upside, no CTDs. You gotta look for good news where you can find it, right? You really want me going left? Yeah, you do. Okay. Oh, that one actually worked perfect. Coasted right in. Okay, parking brake. Right engine. Anti-icing. Lights. Take one last look outside. Somebody was telling me how to use the showcase camera more often. But, I don't know, it kind of is like a mess, isn't it? I have to use the keyboard, so... Oh! Ooh! Ooh. Whoa! Oops. That's a nice view. Anyway. Okay, thanks for joining us. Let's shut this down now. Go to the logbook screen. 2 hours, 21 minutes, 35 seconds from Cabby, K-A-B-I, Kilo Alpha Bravo India 2, KGRB, Kilo Green, Kilo Golf Romeo Bravo. Kind of a mess, but not entirely my fault. Bugs I pointed out. I'll leave it at that. But anyway, we're glad to be here and we're safe and continuing to rack up the hours in the longitude. I think we're about 200 hours in the longitude now. Have to check our chronometer on the next flight. Have a good day. We'll see you soon.